Aloha, my friend. Today, let's look to see what happened with these cash secured put options. And why do we want to look at that? Because in 2023 going forward, I believe if you have a bank account, if you have an internet connection, a bank account, and you spend money at least once a year, you have no legitimate reason not to be selling cash secured put options on stocks you'd be happy to own. One of the great things about this strategy is that you can cash flow the stock market to achieve financial freedom without spending a lot of time in front of a computer screen, so that you can do the things you love instead while working to achieve your financial goals. You can get the downloads below and watch this YouTube playlist to start learning this life-changing stock options strategy today. You can get the free stuff off the free page or right here and right here. Boom! You saw that at the 1 minute mark? A link to a video popped up about the unfair advantages of selling cash secured put options. If you want to expedite this, right here. If you want to communicate with me about it, right here. Let's get into it. So yesterday, I believe, we already knew, was it yesterday? Let's see. Yep, the 18th, right? We got signed on this contract of XLE at $84. And then today, we did get assigned on a put option on XLF at the 32.50 strike price, 2 days left to expiration. We brought in a small amount of money here, $4. Why is it $4? It looks like 4 pennies, right? Well, it's $4 times 100 shares. When you're dealing with option contracts in the stock market, at least in the United States, dealing with increments of 100 shares. It's currently trading around, the value of this has dropped down. It's currently trading around $2 per contract. So we're up $2. But it doesn't matter. Even if we were down $2, it doesn't matter, because we brought in $4, and at the end of expiration, this is either going to expire worthless or it's not. And we're still going to keep this $4 no matter what. In one case, it expires worthless, and the only thing that happens is we keep the $4. In the other case, what happens is we keep the $4 and we buy 100 shares of this asset, XLF, at $32.50, which we're happy to own in this paper trading account. And we're happy to pay this price in this paper trading account. So we're good no matter what. But one thing I'm going to do, right click this, I'm going to go over to move. And now that this has been filled, I'm going to put this under long stock so it can show up by its partner over here. Right? Boom. There it is. This one is still open. This one is a longer duration, 30 days left. Currently, it trading around 6 cents per contract. And we got these orders in to try to get filled at 15 and 20 cents. I'm still going to leave this just like it is, just in case there's a bit of a pullback in XLF and we can get filled at this better amount. Maybe today's Wednesday, maybe Thursday, maybe by Friday, if take a look, maybe Thursday night, maybe I'll rearrange it, change these things around to give a better chance of getting filled by Friday if it keeps moving up. Or maybe I'll look over the weekend. I'm not in a rush to try to get filled on that. So that's where we're at. Let's look at the charts of it. I'll change this here over to this one. So these are the 12 sectors we're dealing with, and just looking at these, not because I think that this is good, like in my actual live money account, I am not selling cash secured put options on XLF. I'm not selling them on XLE. I like to use individual stocks, so I'm just using this instead of giving different stock advice and things like that. We're just looking at these as a learning process. We got 12 of them. One of the videos, which I'll put at the 5 minute mark of this video, so it's easy to remember. You got a video at the 1 minute, you got a video at the 5 minute, which is coming up. I'll put a link to a video right here that shows the difference of volume, the liquidity between XLF and XLI. Boom. There it is, right there. Jot that down. 5-minute mark, the liquidity difference. Which, when you're selling cash secured put options in this way, where you're just kind of going to assignment no matter what, it's less, doesn't matter as much, right? There's definitely stocks in my real trading account that are extremely illiquid, yet I want to hold these stocks potentially, for the rest of my life, possibly. So I don't really care if they're real liquid or not. And you want to become educated enough so you can make those decisions for yourself. But that video will help point it out. And so right now we got that one on XLE, just kind of moving sideways. I think we got like an $84 strike. Double check that. Yep, 84. And we got the 32.50 over here, right there. So it's got a ways to drop down. There's a good chance for this one it's going to expire worthless, and there's a good chance it'll expire worthless over here. One way we can check, because we've been assigned on here, is I have this set up for this probability of in the money. We see this has a little less than 11% chance of us getting assigned on the stock, and this one has a little bit over a 7% chance. So it's pretty low on each side, and there's only 2 days left. So it's going to have a pretty big, kind of a significant pullback in the market in order for this to happen. And again, the beauty of this is it doesn't matter to me if it pulls back or not. I don't care. I'm okay with either outcome. That's really, really the beauty of this. And I know in the beginning, a lot of people, they get focused on, well, you're not really making much money, blah, 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 blah. Well, if you have depending on what your life is like, for example, I live in the Hawaiian Standard Time Zone, right? It's 4, as you can see down here, it's 4:30 p.m. here, but right now in the Eastern Standard Time Zone, it's 10:26, right? 10:30. It's 4:30 p.m. for me. It's 10:30 p.m. for New York. So depending on what time zone you live in, that might affect your ability to manage a position. Maybe you're not the type of person that it's healthy for you to wake up at 3 in the morning. Maybe that's not for you. So these people are saying, oh, it's a stock market, you got to wake up if you really want it, blah, 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 blah. That's one way to look at it. Another way to look at it is if you really want it, figure out a way to make it work for yourself. And this definitely works for, living in the Hawaiian Standard Time Zone. So if you live in California, right now it's about 7:30. You can make this work. If I can make this work in being 6 hours behind, you can make it work being 3 hours behind. And then what about if you have kids? What about if you have work obligations? What if you have family obligations? What if there's things that you need to do that make it difficult for you to monitor positions? Then this strategy just works out so well, because you can put these orders in before the market's open. You can put them in the day before. Check them if you want. You can just wait till the stock market's closed. You can just check it every night to find out what's going on. And you have the ability to do that because it just doesn't matter what happens. As long as you're picking stocks that are that you'd want to own, and ideally are going to be around for the rest of your existence, right? You don't want to pick a blockbuster, and stocks that you'd be happy to buy at that price. So go ahead, and if you want to learn some more about this, there's 5 videos in this YouTube playlist. And I'm not sure how long it is in total, but it's not super long. And then there's these free downloads. Go through this stuff. Get yourself a paper trading account. If you're the type of person who says, oh, paper trading, blah, blah, blah. Come on, slap yourself. Okay, don't literally slap yourself. I'm kind of a, maybe I need to word it a little bit different. Hold yourself to account, right? Would you get in the ring for a boxing match with a professional boxer if you aren't even an amateur boxer? If you've only been sparring with your buddies in the backyard, would you get into the ring with a professional boxer without practice, without simulated training? No, if you want to do that, then don't make a big hubbub about paper trading. Would you fly an airplane? To learn to fly an airplane, would you just hop in and say, hey, instruct me along the way? I can figure this out because I've flown in airplanes before. Right? People think just because they have some money in their bank account, I don't necessarily mean a lot of money, but everybody thinks they know everything about money just because they've been spending it all their life. Well, I know. Dude, don't do that to yourself. Paper trade a little bit. You probably wouldn't, if you joined the military, they would force you to train. You wouldn't be able to go to war without going to boot camp first. And after boot camp, you'd have some other type of training. Right? So anytime there's real risk involved, it's normal to simulate, to train, to prepare. So don't if you're thinking that there's something wrong with paper trading, right? Realize if it was true that there's something wrong with simulated training, it'd be true in the military. It'd be true in the police department. It'd be true in boxing. It'd be true in MMA. It'd be true in everything where there's real risk, right? But we see that it's not true in those situations. What's true in those situations is to practice and to train and to simulate what you're going to do under the real thing. So don't listen to people that are poo-pooing it, all right? Get your training in. With that, my friends, I got some stuff to do. You have a great day. Get a hold of me if you want. Aloha.